Hello YouTube modeling community, this is Rusty Rotor. This is Friday's video. I've got an appointment, hopefully to get the first injection, and then I have to go with my daughter's boyfriend. He's buying a new car and he wants me to look it over for him, so I'm going to be kind of tied up pretty much all day, so I'm not going to have a chance to get home and make a video. First things first, we did get the frame primed and painted. So it's ready to go. We got all the other parts primed, including the wheels. We got the body and the pieces that needed to be primed today. As you can see, the warpage we got out in the hood, and it's going to fall off, so it's going to look wonky. So everybody knows how this side was all jacked up. So we got all that out. Turned out pretty good. We pulled a lot of the warp out of the ramp truck. You can still see this side sits a little higher, but once it's glued down, this is pretty stiff, but you won't be able to tell once it's on the frame. The other one was the same way, and I still can't tell. It's got a little warp to it. The frame, that will balance out with the weight on it, and this is a little trick and tip for you out there. Anytime you get a frame that's warped, if you left it alone, you get that 3-wheel motion. In this case, it'd be what, 5-wheel motion. My trick of the trade, if you want to call it that, is, a lot of you guys do it. I know you do. And there's guys that do the water method and other methods, or just twist and manipulate until you get it. But plastic is resilient. You have to remember. It expands and contracts all the time. As room temperatures change, lighting's on it, it'll soften up. If the room's colder, it'll shrink up and it'll warp right back, because that's the shape that it was basically made in. That's its original heat down and cool down process is what caused that, and it's going to want to go right back to that shape. Miniature heat gun. That's the brand, model number. MF300. I got it on Amazon. I think it was less than 20 bucks. I used low heat, 3 to 4 inches away. So what you can do is, once you get your tires and wheels mounted, set it on a flat surface, like your desk, something solid, not on something that's sitting on top of something, like your mat. Move the mat out of the way, get down to the wood part of your desk, or laminate, whatever it is. Excuse me. And with all the tires and wheels on it, you're going to want to use some weight. And on frames, these are what I use. Pretty full. This one's about half empty, half full, however you look at it. This one's 3/4 away, but it's extra weight, and then the weight of the jar is what's important. I will put these on the frame. I know my back tires sit level, so I'll go ahead and I'll put that on there. And then I start with this one up here, kind of in the middle, so you guys can see. I'll start heating the frame a little bit, just the one side that's hanging up. I heat it not till it gets all molty and melty, but heat it just enough to where it's going to manipulate. Then I slide my weight forward. In this case, on this frame, it'd be right behind the front wheels. That should put enough weight to where that tire hits the ground. It ain't going to go any further than that, because if you get it too soft, then the weight of the jar is going to stretch the plastic and conform to its shape. So don't get it too hot. But by doing that, and just let it sit there until it cools down, take the weights off, check it. Keep repeating it until you get that 3-wheel, 5-wheel motion gone. It will work. I did it on this, but I took the tires and wheels back off of it. The frame sits good now. So, that's proof in itself. Proof in the pudding, as people like to say. We primed the cab and all those accessories a dark gray. So we are going red. I want a dark red. And that's why we went with this. I didn't want to go black and get it too dark. I wanted, stay pretty close. The light gray, it would have worked too, but I had some of this splash primer left and I wanted to use it up before it went bad. I don't know if it ever does, but you never know. It could have hardened up. So yeah, now I don't think I'll get in here to work tomorrow or the rest of this weekend. Saturday I gotta go up and meet Jay and pick up that cutlass for that commission build. That in this case it'll just be a side project, something I work on little by little. Main focus is still what we didn't get finished in the dioramas. Once we can get the desks finished and everything put away and organized, I don't really want to start a new project until I can have everything put away and organized, because that's always going to weigh on my head that I'm starting this and I get into this and I get into something else. That always gets put off and pushed away, out, out of sight, out of mind. So if I just don't do it, it won't get done. And I'm the only one that works in here, so this is my shop. I gotta do it. But I still am keeping a work area going where we can cover open box review and the build of the month type thing, and work on other projects. Keep content coming. So don't give up on me. All the other stuff is coming, and it's going to be neat because I'll be able to integrate the GoPro in with my phone and have a couple views and angles of videos. And like I said, I want to try to work on my editing and quality of video and everything else. That's just all going to take time, and hopefully it'll all come to creation. So I've got the 3D printer going. It started sticking again at layer 200, which is a little higher than it did last time. Not sticking bad, but definitely the FEP is popping harder than it should. It kind of should peel away as each layer comes up from being cured, and then when it goes back down, it forms the next layer and then peels away and comes back up. And this one's, you can hear it peel and pull, and that tells me it's a little bit too much. Now I do have a warped vat. That is part of the problem. The other problem, there's a couple possibilities I still got to play with, but I'm not putting a lot of focus into that until we get all this done. And then I may just even hopefully find somebody who can come over to the house, go through it and the programs to look and make sure everything's right, check the FEPs, and make sure, and show me hands-on what's wrong with it and how to correct it. But yeah, that's my little trick of the week, let's say. And it works very well. I mean, I know guys do the hot water thing, and they've got all kinds of other methods, and I've manipulated it before, and I found over time that plastic will find a way to come back. And then I picked them all up to look at it, and I got through real emotional. I'm like, well, I never had it before. That's because, oh, that's right, the frame was warped, and instead of heating it in water or whatever and holding it until it cooled down, but this way you got it sitting on the tires. It can't go any further than this. The only thing it can do is, if you get it too hot, is this plastic will go lower where the weight is, and you don't want that. That's why you want to slowly move your weight forward. Only when you see that tire hit the table, that's where you stop. You don't just keep going to where I said I had it. That's what it took for me to get it, was right here in this little saddle. And then finally the tire touched the ground. This was weighted down. I lightly heated it again while the tire's touching, and let it cool back down right where it's at. Pop. No warp. So, it's just a thought you might like. I don't know. We got some things coming in the mail. Kind of off topic here, but I don't know when they're going to get here. I'm pretty sure we got that build coming from William at Ruckus Rods and Customs. Unless I just misunderstood him and didn't hear it right in the video, but I could have swore that's what he said. So, holidays delay mail, so that this whole week is going to be delayed because of both holidays. And we should be getting something from Ryan Jones here soon too. Holidays are over now, and he's kind of back at it. If you guys do 3D print, he's got a free set of wheels he's offering in memory of Ken Block. We all know what happened to him, and God rest his soul. I loved watching all his videos. Very talented man, and a great entertainer, in the automotive world. So yeah, it's definitely a loss. But free set of wheels. All you gotta do is go to Colts and download them, and You can print out as many as you want. And if he tells you, like on his Instagram, he's telling you print them on a 30-degree angle when you go to set up your print. That means raise them up off the table. I raise like 5.5 to 6.5 off the table, and then angle them at 30%. And he's got pictures on there how he structures them as far as the supports. Kind of go by what he says, because his stuff prints perfect. So if you want to get good print, go to his Instagram page. Look at his recent post where it shows where he's got supports. Kind of mimic that, put it on a 30-degree angle, and print away, and you should get really good results. The ramp truck's coming along. I mean, actually, a little bit further than I probably thought I was going to be. Again, today is Thursday. There will be no video Friday, so this is Friday's video. Let's see, anything in here of importance? No, I mean, you can see like all the parts are all primed. I hand paint a lot of that little stuff. The interior, we've not decided on a color yet. I may just go to the traditional black on the interior. We may go gray, like a lighter gray, kind of to match because the frame of the car and the interior of the car is all gray, and it's got the red body, so we may kind of same concept to keep them looking alike. Thanks to Craig, one of my subscribers. He emailed me with some pictures of some decals he had. I thank you, Craig. I can't thank you enough. That just not even having the number 8, just having the Budweiser emblems and some of the other decals, that's enough to add to the truck to make it fit in. That doesn't look like a sore thumb sticking out. And that's really all I was looking for. So again, I can't thank you enough, and kudos. So we're waiting on those. We'll look at those when they come in. What else do we got coming? I get to order my birthday stuff this week. So some of that's parts, VAT for the printer. A kit that I've been wanting. Finally, my wife let me pick it out. And some other stuff. So when it all comes in, we're going to go over all that. I got a lot of cleanup stuff to do too as I'm organizing stuff that I just kind of wipe out and keep going and wipe out. It's built up, so it's time to clean them. These are great, by the way. You get like 2 of them for like $3 at Hobby Lobby. They're great because they say you can mix anything you need to mix in these and just wipe them out. And they're metal, so they last longer, and nothing seems to bind to them too bad to where I can't. If nothing else, I can sand it out. But I love using them because I can put a little drop of paint, all the way around it and go, and then just wipe it out. I use very minimal paint, only what I need. I'm sure guys have methods for that, but that's just what I do. I love the responses from Monday's video. What you like to eat and drink. Some guys don't, I get it. A lot of guys do, and that's awesome. Like my good friend Lee Barrett, he eats, I think it's Skittles or something like that is his favorite when he's building. Just handful, and pops them in his mouth and gets in the zone. And I don't know what drink he drinks, but I think it's Skittles. So everybody's kind of got like a little tick that they go to every time, or a favorite, if you want to call it that. Shop cards are still available, guys. I say that you just got to email me. Make sure you send me your address, your information, so I can get it mailed out to you. I usually get those out the next day, or if it's early enough, the day of. Parts are limited right now because, like I said, there is issues with the printer. I do have some distributors. If you're interested in those, just email me and I'll let you know the color variety and what you get and the price and shipping and all that. And I do have some other already printed parts that are available. You just got, like I said, email me and I'll let you know what I have and what it costs and all that. I'm kind of just keeping that on low right now. I'm not really focusing on that because, like I said, the focus is, once I can move around, is getting this table finished and everything the way it's supposed to be, and start organizing and finding stuff that I knew I had that I hadn't seen in years. Those kind of things. Everybody's aware of those. It's like, you get a new couch and you dig out the couch and you find your old cell phone, your pocket knife, $50 in change, and half the kids' toy boxes, buried in the couch. Same principle, just bigger space, a lot more crap. There was something else. I don't want to keep this video real long. You can see there's the ramp. It's all primered. I primer everything. It'll get painted body color underneath, all the way around. I'll come back and panel line wash and weather the ramp a little bit. Again, it's a new ramp truck, or it's not new, but they refurbished it, so it's been restored and everything's new on it. So we don't want to scuff it up real bad, but we'll give it a little. Like the car's been up on it a few times, and we've got paint everything, get the taillights in. We'll detail paint the license plate lights, and we'll get one of my custom tags on the back of it. And yeah, and then we'll add, once we get it painted, we'll add our decals. I don't wet sand underneath here. I don't wet sand up here. I do wet sand the smooth panels where it's more visible. Same way with the cab back here. I'll give just a real light coat wet sanding because you're not going to see it. It's up against the back of the ramp truck, the ramp bed. The roof, the sides, and all that I'll get wet sanded, and so we get the smoothest finish possible. We didn't delete the trimming on this, so chances are this trim is going to get painted black. So will the trim around the window, the cozy wings, and the chrome trim around the truck. That will probably get painted black, not chrome. We'll keep the chrome bumper and grill and all that stuff, but the rest of it will be black. And I think that's about it, guys. So normally on Friday, it's the weekend. A lot of football this weekend. Monday night football, college, national championship. Go Dogs. Bengals game Monday night. What a mess that was. And I'm glad tomorrow's okay. The outcome of it, what they got to do in order to fit everything in. Everybody's going to be in uproar. There's no completely fair way of making it all happen without somebody being, a little butthurt. But it is what it is. I know people say it's easy for me to say because the Bengals are 3 seed. It's not, because the Bengals could have very easily been 1st seed, and they don't get that option. Same way with Buffalo. Kansas City's getting the first seed, and like people say, they didn't earn it. They're sitting there now, and that the outcome of the Bengals game would have determined if Buffalo would have taken 1st seed back or what have you, but that didn't happen. So they went by the whatever it's called, play percentages, and I think Cincinnati will take the AFC North, and then eventually we'll play Buffalo again. Either Buffalo or Kansas City in the AFC Championship. So I like to see it. Buffalo. I like Kansas City too, but I want that rematch because we didn't get to see the rest of the game. People say, well, Cincinnati could have beat Kansas City for a 4th time. Well, maybe they could. Maybe they couldn't. They may have lost against Kansas City. They may lose against Buffalo. It's all unforeseen. So I'm sure everybody's been following it and getting updates on it, at least that are fans. So I'm getting ready to go upstairs and relax and get caught up on everything. tomorrow, if I get time, this will get wet sanded, cleaned again, and ready for paint. That way, probably first thing Monday morning, we'll be painting this. Then we'll come on with a mail call if there is anything, or a mental Monday. I gotta think of a subject. Not really thought of one here lately. But if you guys got any ideas or something you want me to touch base on, leave it down in the comments. You like how this ramp truck's going? Leave it down in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Drop me a sub. Doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, go back and watch some of the videos. It'll kind of get you up to date on, because I haven't been on here a long time, and we got a lot going on, and we got a lot of great stuff coming. Just medical issues have delayed everything. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you again. Let's see, I'm dragging because there's something that keeps kind of coming up in my head, but I can't think of what it was. Sit here and watch me for 10 minutes make noises. Darn it, I hate that. Talk about Ryan. Oh, Market Hobby Nut Models. His link's always down below too, guys. If you get a chance, you're looking for something simple as just a jar of, glue, decal set, whatever. Hit that link down below. Go check out his inventory. He's got everything in the world, and if he doesn't have what you're looking for, drop the man an email. Let him know what you're looking for. You're very interested in it, but you ain't been able to find it, so on and so forth, whatever it is. And he'll communicate with you, and if he can get it, he'll get it for you. He's that good. He's that dedicated to the hobby. And we thank him because, he's a sponsor to the channel. Once a month he sends us something that we open and we review. And out of courtesy, I build it. Such as the Caliente was last month's. This month, it's not here yet. And the one that we requested for it, I don't know the availability of it and if he can get it yet or not, but as soon as he gets it, he's going to be sending it. And that's the one I'm excited about. I'm excited about this one because it's completely out of my genre, and it just draws me to it. The more I think about it, I get more ideas. I get excited about it. It's going to be a challenge, and we're going to work on that one little by little because it is out of my genre, and we do need to keep moving forward with everything else. But it's not going to leave the bench. It's going to be constantly worked on. Only because I want to take my time, because it's been 50 years, 49 years since I've built one. So that may give you an indication of what it is. I'm just not going to come out and say it. I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. But yeah. There's something else too, but I'll think of it. We'll talk about it another time. You guys have a great weekend. Get some modeling in if you can. Like I said, I'm always open to see pictures of what you're working on. Just send them to my email. I'll respond to them. If you need anything 3D printed, you want to see anything out of my stash up here, anything like that, just let me know down below, and I'll take all of it and take it under advisement, and we'll come up with something. And until Monday, guys, this is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.